Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, together with the Presidential Communications Office.
We bring you the latest, widest, and most comprehensive news coverage from the People's Television, IBC, Philippine News Agency, Philippine Information Agency, Presidential Broadcast Service, and Radyo Pilipinas. I'm Princess Habiba Saripauda.
And I'm Joe Fernandez from Radyo Pilipinas as well. Welcome to Balitang Pambansa. Tonight's headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. assured that his administration will provide the necessary assistance to those affected by the Kanlaon eruption. The Sugar Regulatory Administration, or SRA, is distributing various types of aid and intervention to sugar farmers, as many of the farmlands are now covered in ash as a result of the eruption. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. led the inauguration of the new NLEX third viaduct in Bulacan. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. orders the Department of Budget and Management and the Department of Education to give higher service recognition incentive, or SRI, to teachers. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. underscored that the country will never be part of an escalation in the situation in the West Philippine Sea. All hands on deck again in the government's response to the latest natural calamity to hit the Visayas as a result of Mount Kanlaon's unexpected volcanic discharge yesterday afternoon that has prompted a forced evacuation of over 54,000 residents in the danger zone. And relief items and food packs are on their way as we speak, while the DOST and DNR evaluate the prevailing conditions, and the DND and OCD preside over the evacuation efforts.
Following the eruption of Mount Kanlaon, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. assured the government is ready to help affected families. According to the President, while the government is focused on the current situation, it will also not neglect assisting those affected by the calamity. In fact, the Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, has assured that there are sufficient funds to provide assistance to those in need.
First of all, I got the report from Secretary Rex Gatchalian, who is landed already in Negros early this morning. I spoke with DBM, has already assured me they are ready to support the families who have been evacuated outside the 6-kilometer danger zone.
Relief operations have also begun, with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, distributing family food packs and other basic necessities to affected residents. Simultaneously, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and the Department of Science and Technology are working to assess the situation.
So, talagang pumutok na eh. And so, DNR, DOST are continuing to monitor air quality to see if we need to do more in terms of evacuating. Kung maging dangerous ng levels ng toxic gases na lumalabas sa bulkan.
DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian has also traveled to Negros Occidental to personally assess the situation and the needs of evacuees. The DSWD Field Office 6 has deployed its mobile command center to provide services to affected residents, including communication support, internet connectivity, and power supply. Meanwhile, an additional 5,000 boxes of family food packs have been sent by the DSWD Visayas Disaster Resource Center. The Kanlaon City Action Team and other local government units have immediately delivered relief assistance to evacuees in evacuation centers. Among the assistance provided were transportation, hot meals, medical checkups, and other essentials. From PTV Manila, Kenneth Pasyente, Balitang Pambansa.
Forced evacuation is afoot in the danger zones in Mount Kanlaon, all along its slopes, the foot of the volcano, and elsewhere within the 6-kilometer radius from tip of the volcano. This development coming at the heels of yesterday's phreatic blast that sent volcano ash and toxic gases some 4 kilometers to the sky, and is the latest pronouncement of Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro, who happens to chair the National Disaster Risk Reduction Infection Management Council or NDRRMC. Earlier today, he urged the estimated 54,000 residents in the danger zone covering La Castellana in Negros Occidental and City of Kanlaon in Negros Oriental to leave for safer grounds, maintaining the default evacuation type, and enforcement has climbed to a forced type rather than a preemptive one with the level of danger upgraded. Likewise, he said preps are in place should things turn for the worst and the danger zone is automatically expanded to a 10-kilometer radius from the volcano. Also today, the Department of Health has issued a warning and advisory on potential health risk, especially respiratory illnesses, with the fallout from the ash cloud containing sulfur dioxide and other toxic gases and minute particles.
The government has mobilized resources and relief programs to assist victims affected by the Kanlaon volcano eruption. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, assured that the families affected by the Kanlaon volcano eruption will receive immediate assistance. According to DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian, the government is ready to supply food, water, and other needs of evacuees in accordance with the directive of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The agency has distributed 620,000 pesos worth of aid, including food and non-food items. Meanwhile, OCD Region 6 Director Raul Hernandez stated that their assessment of the affected local government continues in partnership with Secretary Gatchalian. Furthermore, PHIVOX has not ruled out the possibility of a worsening situation at Kanlaon volcano following its eruption yesterday. According to PHIVOX Director Teresito Balcol, the eruption is more powerful compared to the one in June of this year and in previous years.
Mount Kanlaon erupted yesterday, prompting the immediate evacuation of people within the 6-kilometer danger zone. The volcano remains at alert level 3. The eruption caused widespread fear, with students fleeing schools and children covered in ash. Over 600 people have been evacuated at La Carlota City, Negros Occidental, affecting more than 2,000 families. Authorities continue to provide aid and plan further evacuation. Meanwhile, stronger, safer, swifter sounds like the mantra to the Olympics. But no, this is the short and sweet of what the commute or travel feels right now along a 5-kilometer stretch of freeway linking Pampanga to Bulacan to the mega city or NCR called the NLEX Candaba viaduct. Our Clizel Pardilia on this report. Back shortly with that.
Meanwhile, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has directed the Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, and the Department of Education, or DepEd, to raise the Service Recognition Incentive, or SRI, for public school teachers from 18,000 pesos to 20,000 pesos. DBM Secretary Amena Pangandaman confirmed the department is working to implement this increase while considering fiscal limitations. Education Secretary Sani Angara welcomed the move, calling it a boost to teachers' morale. Further details on the timeline and funding will be announced as the two departments finalize the plans.
The Department of Budget and Management under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive is collaborating with the Department of Education to increase the service recognition incentive for public school teachers. Relevant DBM bureaus are studying measures to implement the increase while considering fiscal constraints. The department recognizes the critical role of educators in shaping the future of society. Teachers are considered second parents to students, guiding and molding them from their earliest years in school. Their sacrifices and dedication are integral to the nation's progress. Teachers are seen as silent heroes, tirelessly investing in the growth and development of Filipino youth. Their efforts lay the foundation for a brighter future, fostering hope and innovation through their commitment to education. Aligned with the President's vision, the DBM is committed to ensuring that teachers receive fair recognition through benefits and allowances that reflect their invaluable contributions to the nation. Let's go back to the report of Clazel Pardilla, wherein the stronger, safer, swifter sounds like the mantra to the Olympics. But no, this is a short and sweet of what commute or travel feels right now along 5-kilometer stretch of freeway linking Pampanga to Bulacan to the mega city or NCR called the NLEX Candaba viaduct. Our Kenneth Pasyente with this report.
Faster travel. That's what the new NLEX Candaba 3rd Viaduct in Bulacan, inaugurated by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. earlier today, guarantees. It stretches 5 kilometers and was built between two bridges connecting the municipalities of Pulilan, Bulacan and Apalit, Pampanga. This project is a significant addition to the NLEX network, which serve as a major freeway and vital link between Metro Manila, Central and Northern Luzon. According to the President, this project will contribute to the economic growth of Central Luzon by speeding up not just motorist travel, but also the delivery of services and products.
The third viaduct enhances the capacity of this expressway, reduces congestion, ensures faster, more efficient travel. Standing as a testament to this administration's commitment to the Build Better More program, this also shows that we are building the foundation to nurture the development of our countryside.
Although the original completion target was February next year, the project was finished 3 months early of schedule. The President said this is timely, especially during the holiday season when many people travel to the provinces. The President also assured the project was designed using modern engineering innovations to ensure motorist safety. He added this project is proof of the important role of the private sector in developing infrastructure that benefits many Filipinos.
Let us build infrastructure projects with future challenges in mind. Remain focused on pursuing initiatives that uplift lives, build communities, and most importantly, meet the needs of the future that we hope to build for our children and their children.
The President has also directed the DOTR and the Toll Regulatory Board to implement measures ensuring smooth travel along NLEX this Christmas season.
With all this in mind, I call on all concerns, especially the Toll Regulatory Board and the NLEX Corporation, to remain vigilant. Let us prioritize with swift responses, mechanisms, and deploy well-coordinated traffic management strategies to address the ever-changing conditions and the increasing demands on our toll roads.
The Candaba 3rd Viaduct cost 7.8 billion pesos. From PTV Manila, Kenneth Pasyente, Balitang Pambansa.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. said the country will not send a Navy warship to the West Philippine Sea, noting that the nation does not escalate tensions in the highly disputed waters. According to Philippine News Agency report, the chief executive said that the government would continue protecting fishermen and its territorial rights over the West Philippine Sea despite the continuing Chinese aggression in the region.
We are not at war. We don't need Navy warships. All we are doing is resupplying our fishermen, protecting our territorial rights. Again, it will be provocative and will be seen as an escalation. We don't do that. The Philippines does not escalate tensions. Quite the opposite. The Philippines always tries to bring down the level of tension.
Maliban sa hirap na dulot ng mahal na presyo ng binhi, peste at pagdaan ng mga kalamidad, isa sa mga pangamba na kinakaharap ng ating mga magsasaka ay ang kawalan ng seguridad sa pagmamay-ari tungkol sa kanilang lupang sinasaka. Isa sa mga nakaramdam na kailangang aksyonan ng isyung ito ay si Mang Alex Monciano. Ang pangunahing hanap buhay ni Mang Alex ay ang pagtatanim ng mga puno ng lansones, niyog at saging. Ayon sa kanya,
ang pagsasaka simula pa nung pagkabata namin, kasi ang mga magulang po namin mga magsasaka na talaga.
Sa kabila nito, batid pa rin ni Mang Alex ang hirap na wala silang individual na titulo na pwedeng panghawakan.
Ay hindi man sa iyo yan, kundi ito yung sa akin, ito yung ganito. Magkakagulo pa kasing magkakapatid kung kayo magkakapatid.
Mabuti na lamang ang kagawaran ng reformang pansakahan ay naglunsad ng isang proyekto upang mapagtibay pa ang seguridad sa pagmamay-ari ng lupa ng ating mga magsasaka. Kaya naman malaki ang pasasalamat ni Mang Alex sa DAR at sa administrasyon ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos sapagkat nagkaroon ang mga kagaya niya ng pagkakataong mapaunlad ang kanilang mga lupang sakahan.
The House Quinta Committee is addressing high rice prices despite reduced import tariffs. Lawmakers are reviewing supply chain issues, including potential links between major importers. Importers clarified market dynamics, while the Department of Agriculture projected a price drop by January 2025 as stocks improve.
Itataya ko na sweldo ko, bonus ko, pati bahay ko. Wala kang mabibili na lintik na less than 50 pesos. Bihira po, Mr. Chair. Pinagbubula tayo ng mga hinayupak na ito. I'm sorry for my language, pero niloloko tayo somewhere else eh. Nakita, sinabi na ng Customs 33, sinabi na nga ng wholesaler 35 to 40 ang benta niya. Bakit sa palengke na 50?
The issues of food security, malnutrition, anemia, and other risky health behaviors in the country rank high on the agenda and discussion at the 2024 National Nutrition Summit of the Department of Science and Technology, National Food and Nutrition Research Institute. Based on the 2023 National Nutrition Survey, 3 in every 10 households experience moderate to severe food insecurity. 2 in 10 children ages 5 years old and below are underweight and stunted in their growth. 4 of every 10 Filipinos are obese or excessively fat. Meanwhile, 2 in 10 pregnant women are considered nutritionally at risk of giving low birth weight infants, while 1 in 10 women has experienced anemia. Therefore, the agency is intensifying its programs to fight hunger and malnutrition in the country that are anchored in the 8-point socio-economic agenda of the government. They are also coordinating with the communities in strengthening health and nutrition programs, which have contributed greatly to the quality of life of the Filipinos.
Which serves as a cornerstone in addressing pressing national challenges, particularly in nutrition and health. R&D allows us to enhance agricultural productivity, optimize research management, and ensure access to safe, nutritious, and affordable food for all Filipinos.
Refined cane or white sugar fetches for 60 pesos a pop or kilogram at your typical Kadiwa outlet in the megacity and elsewhere. A low price Filipino consumers have enjoyed for months could even drop with strange developments and allegations of price manipulation going on between sugar farmers and traders amid sugar production falling as a result of catastrophic ashfall from Kanlaon's eruption yesterday. Our Charms Espina has the full story.
Sugarcane fields in Negros Occidental remain covered in ash after Mount Kanlaon's recent eruption. Photos from the Sugar Regulatory Administration show ashfall blanketing sugarcane farms in the region. La Carlota City, which supplies 10% of the country's sugar, is the most affected area.
Yung matatamaan yung harvestables, so yun yung medyo scary na part. We should make sure that this cane does not get affected. Kasi if not, matatamaan yung buffer stock mo.
The SRA has deployed water sprayers previously used during El Nino to help dissolve the ash. Relief operations by the SRA include the distribution of free water, food, and other aid to affected farmers. The SRA reports no immediate impact on sugar supply and prices during the holiday season.
Rest assured, retail is stable, wholesale is stable. Yung issue lang is yung farm gate po.
Farmer groups are seeking assistance, citing challenges from both the eruption and declining sugar prices.
Hindi oversupply. Sa mismong trader po, trader miller. So, eto sila nagdidikta ng presyo. Yung presyo nila is mababa at this time of the day. And then come January, February, they sell it at a higher price. yung mill gate price na they're buying now is less than 50 pesos per LKG, and they're selling it more than 100.
The farm gate price of sugar has dropped from 2,900 pesos to 2,400 pesos per sack. Negros Occidental 5th District Representative Dino Yulo has called for an investigation into alleged sugar price manipulation.
This situation is now alarming. These prices have fallen below production costs. This amount represents food on the table. Sugarman will dispute that this aberration is a product of artificial manipulation. Moreover, while the mill gate price of sugars dropped significantly, supermarket prices have remained the same consistently, creating a huge disparity that burdens both our small farmers and also our consumers.
Small business owners like Nida have raised prices on goods, such as leche flan and ube halaya, by 10 pesos due to high sugar costs.
Yearly naman kasi talaga nagtataas kami. Kasi tumataas ang itlog. Itlog, gatas, yung mga pinaglalagyan namin, nagtataasan din yan. Asukal, 3.8 or 3.9 hanggang 4,000 ganyan. Yung isang sako, 50 kilos asukal.
The SRA is scheduled to meet with the Department of Agriculture and Industry stakeholders to address these issues.
The Secretary is very concerned with the pricing. Yung supply side kasi naayos eh. Stable yung supply, walang oversupply, may buffer tayo. So if there is any claim to it, dito yan sa farmer, ang tawag nito, sa buyers of the farmer price. Sa ngayon, the buying side of sugar is private sector controlled. So maybe it's either SRA or another government agency can do it. At least may konting competition. Because sa ngayon, wala. It's purely free market.
For Balitang Pambansa, this is Sharms Espina.
The government officially launched the 4th Philippine Human Rights Plan, or PHRP4, in celebration of Human Rights Day. The creation of PHRP4 was successful due to the cooperation of various government agencies to ensure its compliance with the 8 human rights agreements to which the country has inked. Meanwhile, Executive Secretary Bersamin emphasized the importance of PHRP4 for the welfare of Filipinos and expressed gratitude for the diplomatic community's support of the initiative.
The PHRP4 is crafted to transform our nation's human rights landscape into a beacon of inclusive growth and social justice, dedicated to improving the quality of life for all Filipinos.
The new People's Television Network, or PTV Cotabato Regional Center, has officially opened, marking another milestone in the continued expansion of your national network, ensuring we can reach you no matter where you are in the country. Among those who attended the event were our very own General Manager Toby Nebrida Jr., along with officials from PTV Cotabato and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao. This new addition strengthens our network's presence nationwide.
Your People's Television Network is ready to explore ways to further inform, inspire, and empower our communities and the region as we all work towards the unifying goal of our beloved President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. in creating a Bagong Pilipinas, where everyone has a place under the sun.
Giving you good vibes, local creatives from Dipolog and Dapitan City showcased and honed their talents in Lagao 2024, a grand festival funded by the Department of Trade and Industry's Fiesta Haraya project aimed at boosting the creative economy. Philippine Information Agency Zamboanga del Norte's Pamela Fomero has more.
From songwriters and cosplayers, as well as visual and spoken word artists, local creatives from Dipolog and Zapitan City got to explore and hone their crafts. Through Lagkao 2024, the Zamboanga del Norte Fiesta Haraya Grand Creatives Festival, funded by the Department of Trade and Industries Fiesta Haraya project. Events included Lagkao spoken word poetry workshops, Lagkao Poetry Slam, Lagkao cosplay competition, and Lagkao songwriting competitions, as well as a pop music festival held just last weekend, December 7 to 8. Throughout the events, DTI invited prominent personalities in the field like spoken word artists Martin Earl Naling and Antonio Antonim Bathan Jr.
Sa lahat ng lakas ng sining sa bayan nyo, huwag nyo sayangin yung pagkakataon na yun sa amin, patay na. Wala nang mga ganito masyado.
According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the Philippine creative economy reached 1.72 trillion pesos in 2023, contributing to 7.1% of the country's gross domestic product. Through continued events like Lagkao 2024, the DTI hopes to hone and invest in the creatives industry and increase that number in the upcoming years. From the Philippine Information Agency Zamboanga del Norte, this is Pamela Fumero for Balitang Pambansa.
As Umrah pilgrims return home, guests share their experiences and express gratefulness to the Embassy of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the Philippines and to King Salman bin Abdulaziz. The details in this story. As the program for the guests of the custodian of the two holy mosques for Hajj, Umrah, and visits of the Kingdom of the Saudi Arabia under the mercy of King Salman bin Abdulaziz, the pilgrims can't help it but be emotional as they were part of this very meaningful journey. Here, the kingdom gathered all its guests to express their gratefulness for the program. 39 pilgrims from Philippines out of about 1,000 guests from different parts of Asia. We met Benjamin Kabuntalan, who had his first Umrah.
I'm very thankful to be part of this delegates as a first timer, sa first time na mag-Umrah, and hoping na marami pang makakapag-perform ng Umrah with the help of the Saudi government.
Another pilgrim, Norpad Sripao, also can't believe when he first got the news.
Ang reaction ko lang po nung una that time is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Isa po malaking goosebump po sa buong katawan ko po.
Most talk personality of the delegate was the daughter of Senator Robin Padilla. Queenie, who is a revert since she was 20 years old, can't help it to be emotional too.
For me, napaka-unforgettable experience talaga, and I feel like it has changed my life all over again. I feel like I am reborn and renewed again spiritually. So alhamdulillah.
She also expressed thanks to the kingdom.
I just want to thank everybody at the Saudi Embassy, the King and the Crown Prince for their hospitality.
As the pilgrims had to separate ways and be back to their loved ones, smiles were all over as they know they are bringing a lot of memorable memories. From Radyo Pilipinas, Princess Habiba Saripaudak, Balitang Pambansa.
And that concludes our rundown of the latest, widest, and most comprehensive news and information from all across the nation. From Radyo Pilipinas, I'm Joe Fernandez.
This is your trusted news source, always ready to inform and serve the Filipino people. Catch Balitang Pambansa again tomorrow at 7 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 9:30 p.m. for more updates and developments. I'm Princess Habiba Saripaudak, and this is Balitang Pambansa.